Before we begin the video, I just want to show you we have these elm trees for sale, Chinese lacebark elm. It's well implemented, it's easy to maintain. After you clip a few times, it will become quite a magnificent tree that's for your liking. Please go to our website. Now you can order it directly from there. Let's continue with the video. Hi, I'm Milton Changabongza Heirloom. Today I work on this very old elm tree. I had it for I bought it from the curator of Huntington Museum from his home. He grew it in the ground and probably for 10, 15 years before I got it. And I probably had it for about, 20 years, 25 years. And when I first got it, it was in a tub and have actually more than 3 branches. And after I took it home, I didn't like it because I felt it was very cluttered. So I didn't like it, so I neglected it, put it in a corner and neglected it for a good 5 to 10 years. That's how procrastination sets in, and once you put it aside, you never look at it. One day I look at the tree and I decided to tilt it. So this is tilted, it becomes a lot more less cluttered. So let me show you the effect. In fact, what I'll do is I'll tilt this tree. You can see it's straight and it's very cluttered. Can you see that? It's really cluttered. And the funny thing is that when I tilted it, it doesn't look cluttered anymore. It looks very natural, in fact. So the point I want to make here is that when you get a tree, don't reject it out of hand, but play with it. Let it grow a little bit, tilt it, rotate it, look at it at a different angle. You may see different light. And all of a sudden, I love this tree. So about 5 years ago now, I put it in this shallow pot because it was in a growing pot, so that's fairly easy to do. And it didn't grow much for 3 years at least. It turns out, because it's a shallow pot, it dries out very quickly. So now what I do is that this last year, I took this top cover of one of these storage bins and put it in and filled it with the water, which should be about, not quite half inch above the bottom of the pot, so that the root ball will be absorbing the soil to keep it moist. And the net result is that the tree grew very rapidly. This tree was bare because it's a deciduous tree in March. There was no leaf. And now it's end of May, which is like almost 3 months. Look at how much it's grown. And that's what you do. You let the tree grow and you clip it to shape. And then you let it grow again for 3 months or so and clip it. So you do that 2 or 3 times a year. And pretty soon there'll be more ramification and more turning and twisting of the branches to give it the aged look. There's almost no shortcuts in terms of getting the aged look. Well, with that in mind, let me quit talking and start working on this tree. I will not be wiring much because at this stage, clipping will do it. I may use some anchor wire to change the direction. And the first thing, I'm not going to work on the roots much because the roots are pretty well taken care of when I repotted it. But more importantly, you start from the top. And very often, you hate to cut off a long branch, and you keep going, and the apex gets taller and taller, eventually off scale. So you want to keep the apex short. And the other thing a tendency to do is you try to find a single branch for apex, but that may not be the right instinct because old mature trees tend to have many apex, I guess, in the sense of many branches growing about the same height and become more of a rounded head as you see most of mature trees. So with that in mind, don't cut too aggressively into a single head, but into multiple apex so that it would keep short. Like this one, it really didn't go very much, only from here to here. So that's good. I will keep it that way. And I will let the side branch grow so that they will pretty soon build up this little canopy, as you see in most bonsais. And you want to now let the branches grow a little bit longer so that the tree will kind of spread out in a triangular way. In other words, don't take a single apex too seriously. You can have multiple heads to make it into a rounded tree. And you don't want to be too cluttered either. So feel free to cut off some branch to stand off to show off the makeup of the branching. You can see I'm cutting pretty aggressively to thin it out so that you can, in fact, see the structure of the tree. Mature tree, especially in old bonsai books, tend to be too cluttered that you really don't see the beauty of the trunk that's been worked on for so many years that are really magnificent. Don't be too afraid to cut off too much because the branches will soon come out to fill the space, but then you can see the structure between the trunks, and you try to separate the branch instead of them growing together. So just cut off the branches that are coming together too tight, too close. Old bonsais are really, in my mind, incredibly valuable because, you really don't get the value for the numerous years of care that you take care of it, month after month, or day after day. And it's all show up in the look of the tree. So now you can see this top is a pretty clean little tree. And in fact, it will actually make a nice shohin if I air layer it. Okay, so that's one layer is done. Then I go down to the next layer. You just keep going down, and to give it more of a twist in the branching, the ramification, to make it look nice. And it doesn't matter what you do, because whatever you cut, it will grow out to compensate itself over time. To be at the right place, nature will take over. So never be afraid of making mistakes. Just cut. When in doubt, don't cut and let it be. And you can always cut it later rather than cutting off too much all at once. But again, feel free to take action as your tree. You're the master, you are the demigod to control its destiny, right? So generally I work from the top down. You can see this branch coming out, this goes out this way. So that's what you kind of the structure you want to clip it to become. So that the branch need to be longer and longer. You don't want to clip and lose sight of the overall design like this concept. There has to be a triangle. The lower branches have to go a little farther out. So like this branch is going back too far, so you cut it off. And you don't need this one because this one's coming out. So you clip this off to shorten it and to show more of the. And then this one is good, going the right direction, but this one is not. So you cut off the part that's going off too far, and you then. See, so now you wind up twisting that back to bring it back to not going too far off. And like this branch is going that way, you really want the branches to come out, so you cut this off so that the branch is like reaching light. That's how nature does it, right? So the whole thing is think of what nature would do for a tree to seek light. And that's what the tree will look like. And you'll be appreciating that because you're trained by nature, that's what it should look like. So everything is self-consistent, what to make things work, everything has to be so consistent. Okay, now let me twist a little bit. Now I'm going to work on this angle. So this branch is done. So this trunk would have to be worked on. And given this tree is here, this tree kind of wanted to go that way to seek more sun. So I would probably emphasize this one coming up this way, but go this way to seek light. So someday this branch will rhyme with this branch, the apex with that other apex. So you have to be kind of mindful of the symmetry that you're looking for, or the synergy that you're looking for. Like, I'll probably make this the apex, but going that way. So I will cut off this one. So this to become the apex going that way. And then I don't need the branch going back. And then these triangle out from the top. And then the bottom will be even wider, broader. And see what design opportunity the dense branching gave me. So this one wants to come up like a little apex. That's fine. You know, everybody wants to be the king in nature as in human. And that gives a more interesting look because older tree does form more apex. This doesn't need to be too careful. They will grow out to make you feel good. So just let it alone and trim it next time. The point about these is that you have 2 or 3 times of a trimming opportunity a year, in the sense of 3 months in between growing season. And each year you have 3 more turns, and that's what makes the tree really looks old and interesting. Like this tree, that is going too far. I'd rather have it come this way. So I cut off the branch that's going the other direction, and pretty soon it will look right. And it's only after many, many times the tree will look like naturally mature, because that's how nature would have done it. Like this tree, I think I need a little bit more branching here. So I do it this way. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. We got a lot more going on. This is about halfway. Please click like if you like my content, and subscribe to our channel, tell a friend. And more importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP for goodies. Like this branch, you can see it's going this way way too far. And then this branch is coming this way. So you cut it, you take advantage of that little branch and see what happens next. And then you may have to clip it again, but in a way that it now introduces a one nice jog. So you just do one branch at a time. Each branch has to look nice. See, there's already, from previous clipping, nice jog. So like this branch is coming out, and then it goes this way, way too far. So if I cut it off here, something may come out to cause branching here, and then I emphasize that little turn. And this one, you can see if I clip off here, that's a little too far. But if I clip off here, something may come out this way to make it not go too far. So it's these all little consideration over time makes the tree look really nice as it ages. And you can see this kind of angle. It's often found in big oak or big elm trees. Looks very natural. Your eye is trained to look for that. and that makes it look desirable. At the end, you're trying to more or less recreate nature, you know? So now I have to go down one more tier, and this one is a little too high, actually. It's bumping into this one. So what I would do is I'll probably spend a little quality time without breaking this, move it out to this angle so that it creates, open up for this space. It would take quite a number of pulling using a guide wire without bringing it. So you see, I can pull quite a ways, each time about an inch. So after 5 times, it'll be over here to fill this gap. So everything in due time, you have to be very patient. So I want to fill this hole, so I want to retain a little bit more of this branching. And I keep it a little bit long. I'll pull this down as well. That's easy to do because the old heavy branch tend to droop on its own weight. Since I wanted to go this way, I want to de-emphasize this side. It doesn't have to be precise because nature is very forgiving. Sometimes you see tree grows in a very weird way. If that's what it wants to do, then that's what it wants to do. Okay, now one more turn. Oh. You have to pull up many redundant branches because elm tend to grow everywhere. So again, like this branch is coming in the wrong direction, so it definitely goes. So you kind of select the branches based on the direction it should be going. And like this branch go out very naturally and not to bump into this side. You just think of what the tree will grow the next time, branching, and you guide it so that it will be in the right direction to satisfy your design. So it's all natural, following the way of nature, but nudging it slightly to change its way, rather than try to impose your own will on it. Like this branch is coming out, it's going out this way nicely, so that's fine. But I don't want it to go down quite that far, so I cut off the bottom one. Now you can see this is a nice branch going out, and then this will be here. And I probably don't need too much of this one, so I cut that off and pull the rest of it off. Pulling is actually a very effective way to speed up the process. Like this branch is going too far back. It should never grow like that. I'd rather like it to grow out again. Now I have only 2 more branches left. It's almost done. You can see I did not try to seal the cuts. They do rot back to a point, but the tree is perfectly healthy and to look natural without the artificial goop that you put on it that will never really quite go away. So I can be accused of being very careless, but my argument, in my own defense, is that I'm trying to make the tree look natural as much as it would appear in nature as I could. So like I try to emphasize this branch going this way to get out of the shade of that top branch. You're always trying to argue something that's it's trying to accommodate nature, the tree, how the tree would naturally grow. So the apex is the most important one. You work on the apex. I already work on the top from the front. So now I'm working on the back side of the apex. And so this is the top, and then this will come out growing this way. So this branch will get out of the way of that top shade. So this is likely to be the branch that really reaches out. Well, I'm almost done being an internal optimist, and that is what keeps me going. It's always better to be optimistic than pessimistic. It only depresses you and gets you less done. That's why actually looking back, I have done a lot. Trust me, starting from zero, I've gone a long way to earn a degree and build companies and all the rest of it. Not bragging, but just trying to promote the concept of being optimistic and keep going, you know? Now that I'm almost finished. Oh, I missed one branch. Look at that tree. Now it looks like an older tree that's almost show ready when it fills out a little bit. I missed this branch, sorry. Every branch is important, so I should study it. And you peel off some of the branches, the leaves that are close to the arch, so that you can see what is going on. I think this is a nice curve here. So let me turn this tree, and this one little branch below. So today what I've done is taken this old elm that was in training probably 15 plus 25 years, it's about 40 years. Again, it was one that I did not like because it was very cluttered. But once I tilted it, I can see its opening, make it a lot more picturesque. And so what I've done is I let my tree grow, in this case, for about 3 months or so without clipping at all, since March. And this is almost beginning of June. So it's about 3 months, that's how much it's grown. And then I cut it back again. And by September, I'll probably do it again. So about 2 or 3 times a year, I do a major clipping to start to turn a little bit more. And each time I clip it, I create an angle. So eventually, it will be very angular, reflecting the age of the tree. And there's almost no faking it. When you see an old tree, your heart just goes out for it. Just imagine how much time the bonsai owner has spent time clipping it and trimming it and optimizing it. And a couple of things I want to note. The tree was not growing very healthy, very vigorously until I put it in this soaking tub. I keep it moist all the time, almost never dries out, and that's why it grows so fast. And I also use chicken manure pellets and slow-release fertilizer to fertilize it. And you can see the seedling from my maple trees germinating in a pot, which I'll let it alone until it's big enough. Then I'll plant it elsewhere. So you can propagate many trees from the cuttings of a tree like that when you cut back. Although I'm not going to do that because I have so many other elm trees I can take cuttings from, such as cork elm and all that. That's it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please click like if you think I'm being informative, and subscribe to our channel and go to our website and sign up as a VIP. So we will send you notices for announcements that you'll find useful. So I hope to see you again next week. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for watching today's video. Subscribe to our channel and tell a friend. And most importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP so that we can send you announcements of special considerations. Thank you very much. See you next week.